We were born in motion. After 9 months unfurling to our mother's heartbeat, cells multiplied into systems, building bones and brains and blood. Pulses synced, composing spines, formulating feet. Then something happened. As we learned to balance on our own 2 feet, we learned there was a right way and a wrong way to move them. We learned there were rules to being human. We learned to speak when it was our turn, walk in single file lines, squeeze our wild into business suits and pretend that we feel fine. We stopped listening to the humming of our veins, signed off from the senses that shake us awake, and we chose screens over flesh, minds swept up in a fury of distraction. We forgot that every time we breathe, I inhale part of you and exhale part of me. We forgot that we all share the same pulse. We forgot there is another way, and that we've known it since that tiny cluster of cells turned into the first kick in our mother's womb. See, we've got a direct line of communication to the rhythm living in the space beneath our minds, the one that beats our hearts in time. Part of us has always known how to dance. And when we do, we remember that the user's manual we picked up on the way to this planet is in our guts. Rhythm will rewire our lives if we let it. If we return to the dance floor, rediscover the beat that goes straight to our bones, stomp our feet until sweat falls in our eyes and we're moving too quick for society's grip to hold us back. What if we could rise up from where we're rooted, meet each other like a long-lost harmony, dance as if we shared the same 5 senses, as if our feet were planted on the same small planet, our veins running the same red blood. We'd forget why we ever stopped listening. We'd forget why we fought ourselves in the first place. We'd forget why we fight each other. We'd forget all the made-up lessons we learned along the way because we didn't have to go to school for this. This is who we are. This is what we're made of. This is why we came here. We came to dance.
Hey everybody, it is Debbie G, and I'm just popping in actually to do a test. I was running a few different of the options that are in StreamYard, and I mean, that was just like one of the coolest ever. Oh my God, how wasn't that video rad? Wasn't it totally awesome? How is everybody? How is everybody right now? I am so excited to just do a pop in and do a test and see beautiful faces or beautiful names for a minute. I'll put your faces to it after I'll go look at Facebook or something. So you loved that, Rosemary? Wasn't that the coolest? I mean, seriously, I'm loving it. Who's down for dancing? Who's down to just like keep it moving, keep it grooving, keep it shaking, keep it live, keep it alive? What an opportunity in these days and times to truly step into our gratitude and really step into what matters in our life. And if anybody wants to see what I've been up to, go check out trygratitude.com. And it's a really super fun site because it's all where you're going to practice gratitude. Anyway, I really did just jump on here to run a quickie test. And in fact, I want to play with things a little bit more. Are you guys down to do that with me? We're just going to do a little playing here. So here's the video I made last year. I want to see what happens if I bring this up. Now, it's not my current guest, but here. Well, I'll be hot diggity damned. That worked mighty fine. Mighty fine. Oh, that is so cool, Rosemary. My God, that was so much fun. I am testing that technology right now. Thank you, Rosemary. I have been having so much fun. Fun. So y'all want to hear a story? Okay, so I titled this live, I had 103 fever. I'm hot-blooded. In fact, Alexa, play. Watch. Alexa, play. Oh, watch. Alexa, play the last song. So you're hot-blooded. This is all to set up for my story that I'm about to tell y'all about 103 fever that I really had. Who remembers Foreigner? That's a cool band. I'm hot-blooded. So, tell you about my 103 fever I just had a couple days ago, for real. And it was kind of a scary moment, a little bit, there for a minute. And it really actually was. Um, that day it was 3 days ago, and I had went to the grocery store and I was really exceptionally tired. In fact, I would say for the most part, I was running on pretty much low. Now, I was contributing my low energy, fatigue, and everything else to the fact that I was a really naughty girl and I hadn't ordered my Synthroid, which is for my replacement. I don't have a thyroid. So I was blaming it on the fact that I had went into extreme hypothyroidism. And so I was blaming that. And I was, so just was really exhausted. So that night I'm on the phone and all of a sudden it feels so cold. I'm like, "Oh my god, why is it so cold?" And I'm like talking and I'm shaking like this. I'm like, "What the frick? I'm so cold." And all of a sudden I start feeling worse and I'm thinking, "Oh my god, I feel like I've got a fever almost." And I had to get off the phone and I was like, "Jiminy crickets, I really feel like I've got a fever." So I got the thermometer out and sure enough it was 101. Actually, no, it wasn't quite 100 at that point. So let me take a step back. So here I am, I got 100 almost 101 fever. And I'm like, that's not good. That's not good at all. Not in the least. So earlier when I had went to the store, um, I had seen this gigantic gallon of apple cider. I thought apple juice, apple cider. I thought that sounded really good. I was like all happy about the fact that I was getting a big gallon of organic apple juice. This is really important to this story, and I'm going to tell you why. I want your input on what you think about this. Okay. So I get home, I'm downstairs. My son's like, "Mom, why would you buy a gallon of apple cider vinegar?" Well, huh? What? I'm like, No, it's juice." He goes, "No, it's apple cider vinegar." So I'm like in hysterics. Like I'm laughing so hard I'm gonna pee myself because I was so exhausted. And I swear to you, I looked at this bottle and I'm like, I didn't see the word vinegar here. So then I walk around the corner and from the kitchen to the living room. And I looked down and there's a box that wasn't there before. And I'll be damned. I should have brought the book down, but this was just an impromptu while I was testing. There's a book that's called Bragg's, Your Pathway to Health or whatever it's called, not exact title. And I said, Christopher, for some reason, I'm thinking that apple cider vinegar might be a thing right now. I'm not 100% certain, but I accidentally brought it home and here's a book on how to use it for your health. Okay. So I go about my business, go back downstairs, and he brings in a shot glass of apple cider vinegar, which I do drink the apple cider vinegar straight. It burns, by the way, if you ever drink apple cider vinegar straight, it is some nastiness right there. That is not good. Well, I do know how to do it the right way, but that wasn't it. Anyway, so back to my story about where I was. So remember, I've already ingested the apple cider vinegar, which burned my throat like a mofo. In fact, it burnt so bad it was like, I thought it was on fire. So here I am, I'm laying in bed. I'm feeling considerably worse. I am shivering chills from my top of my head to the bottom of my toes. Horrible. It's horrible. Christopher brings me down, like emergency, the packets, and I have this bottle here. So I put a few packets in that and I filled this sucker up and I started downing some vitamin C, D3, and uh, some vitamin B. Took Tylenol to bring it down. That wasn't bringing it down, and it finally hit 103. And I said if it hit 103, I would go and take a shower and bring it down on my own. So it hit 100, a little bit over 103, and I went and I took a shower. Anybody knows if you've had a really high fever, that's something you want to do if you can, is get it down yourself. At least that's what I did. But let me tell you, as I was standing there and I'm looking at the stairs to go upstairs because I'm downstairs and the living area is upstairs. And I look at the stairs and I'm thinking to myself, wow, that's a really long, oh my God, a long way to go all the way up those stairs. I am at this point feeling a little delirium. Honestly, I was really not. I remember everything was very foggy, kind of hazy. So I go and I look at the stairs again and I put my head down and I think, thank God I'm a freaking warrior. Thank God. And I took a deep breath and I said, I'm just one more, it's just a flight of stairs. I'm just, that's all there is to it. My attitude, my attitude was like, I'm not giving into this. I felt really weak at this point, exhausted, and I'm just way off. And so I was surprised I could walk. I'm telling you, girl, I was surprised I could walk. I literally, you guys, I'm so grateful right now. Like I'm literally want to have gratitude tears because I'm holding the banister and I'm looking up like, fuck, you know, am I gonna have to get my son to like help me get up there? It's like, I don't know. I don't really know. And that internal knowingness inside of me, that God source energy that is inside of me, that resilient badass came swap and said, "Get your ass up those stairs." I've been almost dead in my life. I got a staph infection when I had my hysterectomy in 2003, and I spent 4 weeks in ICU, and I had home nursing care. So I've been through some stuff that would knock your socks off. Without your dark, you wouldn't know your spark. And I was looking at this going, oh man, I'm going to get through this. Watch me do it. And that was sort of my attitude is kind of what I'm talking about this for, because I do believe that that has everything to do with why I'm sitting here right this second and I'm perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, let's talk about that. So I had this 103 fever, 2 o'clock in the morning. Some time passes. I get in the shower. I'm laying there. I'm shivering. It's awful. I'm fading. I'm not even with it. And there were some thoughts in my head that were fearful, like, shit, if this is COVID, if this is that freaking crap, damn, I don't want anybody in this house to get sick. That would really suck. I don't want to do that. No, it's not COVID. No. Nope. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to heal from this quickly. Now, here's something interesting. So I did finally go to sleep. I have an appointment at 8 o'clock the next morning, with somebody named Sunil, who is going to be my guest on Cupagrata next week. By the way, Cupagrata is officially, absolutely for sure this time coming back. He was going to do a healing treatment on me because he wanted me to see what his work was like. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Well, I didn't plan on this whole get 103 fever thing. So we did the session. I laid in bed. I just kept it on video off, and it's 4:44 right now. Wah! Angel hour. And I just kept the video off, and so I could just hear him. I was in bed that whole day. This was 2 days ago, day before yesterday. I mean, I literally was just like, I didn't wanna get up out of bed. My whole body was just tired. I didn't feel sick, I felt tired, just drained like crazy. But I knew I was healthy, healed, and on my way. I knew it. I get up the next day and I am perfectly fine. I wake up and you would have thought I had never d went I you would never have known that what I just went through, because I swear to you that fever felt like it was gonna knock me 10 sheets to the wind there, you know? So, remember the story I told you about the apple cider vinegar? Now this is where I want your opinion. Who all thinks that this had something to do with the apple cider vinegar? And the healing work. Let's add that in. And then, of course, you got Josie Herndon, Karen Palmer, and a slew of the angel light workers and people out there that did know that I was sick, that were praying as well. Prayer always works, but I mean, seriously, you guys, what do you think about that? For sure, your dad is 90. Uh huh. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. It's will for life and faith. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. Yep, yep. I absolutely do. I think that's a really big deal. Really big deal about what your mindset is. Really big deal not to fall into the fear, to be a mirror of the light and not a sponge for the dark. Oh my God, I'm just reading that off of it's posted on my mirror over here. I would imagine that that probably belongs to Miss Emily Orem, if I had to guess that statement. So I think it's my personal opinion that I picked up a gallon of apple cider vinegar by chance, even though I have used it in the past for healing, but I drink it as a tea, not straight. And all of and the vitamin C, my faith, my willingness to know that there's faith and to be determined to not go down. Does that mean that that couldn't happen? No, I've been taken out. Let me tell you, man. Especially if I'm not listening to my body. That's a really super big one. Anyway, I'm not gonna stay on here much longer, but I do appreciate those who are on with me right now. Rosemary, absolutely lovely to see you here. Connect with me on Facebook if everybody would like to. If it's your first time encountering me, I am Debbie G. Debbie Gratitude, or Debbie Garcia if you want to be technical. And I teach gratitude skills and life building skills, and I teach emotional intelligence, and and I also include compassionate communication. But I give you a little taste of everything that I love to do the most, and I put it into a 21-day experiment, and it's called the Gratitude Alchemy Life Experience. 21 days of practice. And why 21 days? Because it creates that to create a habit, to change the neural pathways within your brain while practicing gratitude, to start seeing what's good in your life, not what's yucky in your life, you know? So try gratitude.com or reach out to me if you're interested, okay? Because it's a super great 21-day experience. And I have amazing, seriously amazing testimonials. Oh my God, I could, oh, I even know how I could show you all one. I wonder if I could do that real quick. Let me see, Rosemary. Rosemary says, "I believe in the power of his prayer relationship." I'm gonna put this up. If you're all watching on the replay, I want you to take a look at this, okay? Self-love is imminent here, and also his. This is just beautiful, and love of others. That she's talking about her dad. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Totally down with you, girl. Yep, yep, yep. And I love you too. Yay! I love that. Freaking rocks, man. So I am curious, and thank you for talking about the technology. It is really super nuts fun. Um, this is this is so much fun. Oh my God. I'm gonna see if I don't want to keep you all on for nothing, but I will tell you while I'm loading this up to see if it will work. Something really cool. And something really cool is that tonight at 6 o'clock, Heidi Love's going to be on Love Coach Academy. It will also be on Spirituality Gone Wild, and she's going to be doing recovery talk. And she has somebody who's going to be singing some really great songs tonight about recovery, which is going to be absolutely super. And darn, not finding what I want, but that's okay. And at 7:30, Scott Thomas is going to be live with Roxy, and they're going to be, I think it's called Straight Talk is what he's doing. Yes. And then on this Sunday, we have TJ Woodward, who is the very, very special guest of Josie Herndon, who her debut show of Recovery View will be playing. This is seriously, okay, this is Recovery View. Josie happens to own Advanced Therapeutic Services in Rancho Mirage, which is an addiction recovery center, and they do have telehealth. There's been a 30% increase in relapses for people across the board, people that are in the industry, or people in the industry, people in all over the place, just everywhere, you guys, everywhere. This is huge right now. So Josie's going to be bringing forward professionals from the industry all over the world, and to talk to you and to talk to everybody about what the possibilities are. What are your solutions? Limited possibilities. TJ Woodward is a really, really classic example of this because it's brilliant. Conscious recovery. And on May 11th, TJ is going to be coming through live with Marianne Williamson. So if anybody is familiar with Marianne Williamson's work, please, absolutely, you want to tune in for that too. So we have some great stuff coming up, and every day at 9 and 6, you can catch Compassionate Talk with Love Coach Academy. On next Thursday, one more thing is going to be Drama to Dharma with Josie Herndon, and it's going to be insanely great. Josie also channels the energy of Archangel Michael, Gabriel. Sorry there, Gabriel, Michael, I got confused. You guys, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up, and in just a few short days, you'll be able to go to Spirituality Gone Wild and take a look at just see what the events are. You can already do that on Love Coach Academy. And Rosemary, how much is the course? It is $111, so it's a little over $5 a day, so 21 days. But it's an interactive course because I'll be working with you. So that's why I said, if you have any questions, hit me up, okay? And we will go through it. And I wish I could play Candace's testimony, because I'm going to tell you guys something. She's like 34. She's been through a lot. Without your dark, you wouldn't know your spark. She's one of those. She's like us. And she lost her eyesight about, I think it was a year or two ago. It's been a couple years now. And I'll have to let you guys watch the testimony. I'm really stoked. I would get these like morning gratitude journals from her because she would record hers to send to me. And I got to watch firsthand a transformation of somebody implementing this incredible tool. Look, there is no secret. Okay. That is your key right there. That is your key, but there's different ways to implement it. And it's not a bypass. I promise you, it's a way of being. So there's a different way of looking at things. And if what you're doing is not working, then it's probably a really good idea. And I encourage you to go to trygratitude.com, give it a shot, see how it works for you. And I'd be more than happy to go on that journey with you. It's a fun thing to do. So that's enough about that. I want to see if this worked. Okay, let's see here. I cannot. I'm totally. You know what? Okay, so Rosemary, like, you just are making my night. Gratitude moment for you. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, that's so rad. Seriously. All right, let's see. Oh. I just upped my game, my technical game. And I want to tell y'all, I did that. I laid in bed that day I was sick, and I'm like, okay, I'm not using StreamYard to its fullest potential. So I laid there and I'd watch I'd watch everything and I'm like, "Oh my god, I can do that? Ah!" So I was super supery dupery excited about that. It was just great. And of course, I just showed you a video from Love Coach Academy. I have been part of that for 3 years. Love Scott Katamas. I adore him. Heck, I live in the same house. I live in his house, and I love it here. It is absolutely amazing. I live in Hidden Valley Lake. My son and I both share this gorgeous space with him. It's huge, and we overlook the lake in Hidden Valley Lake, and it's beautiful. And it's a gratitude moment every time I walk outside because it's like, man, this is glorious. We have such an opportunity right now, such an opportunity with this COVID to really, really, really take a look at what's going on in your life. With this forced, stay at home, rather than looking at, oh my God, I have to stay at home. You get to stay at home. And then you get to do things that maybe you have been putting off doing for a long time. How are you going to use this opportunity? How are you going to use it to your best benefit? A month or two from now, when we've forgotten about what this felt like, possibly, or 6 months from now, are we going to, what changes can you make right now, implement right now, get solid foundation with right now that is really going to impact your life, and give it the best life you can. You have a choice right now. Everybody, you've got the choice. Do it, man. Don't let anything stop you. Just do it. You know what? I can't do it because this, and this. Okay. So you want to reach out, you want to do something, but you don't have the money to do it. Okay. What do you have? Well, you have your time. You find somebody who does what you want to do and be of service. Donate your time. Learn from them. Okay. Start on your process and figure out what you want to do. And if like, well, I want to go to this one school, but I can't because blah, 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 blah. Well, what can you do? Again, find somebody that you can be of service to who needs you, who'd be willing to maybe barter and trade with you. Okay. You all feel me how that could work for you? Well, I really, really, really want to learn the tools Scott Katamas teaches with Love Coach Academy, but I want to go into his mastery program, but I'm not sure how to do that because I just can't budget that in. Okay, well, what can you do? Are you maybe possibly a VA? We always need VAs that are willing, that actually has the space and time that could dedicate it to maybe 4 or 5 hours a week. And in exchange for coaching, I'm just saying that could be a possibility. You never know. There's always some way. So it's like if you're helping somebody that is already doing what you want to do, it's also a good way. So it's like an apprenticeship, but you're trading out learning for that learning at a greater capacity. You know, think of ways to make whatever it is that you want to happen. And most of the time, if you can figure out how to do that by being a service, that's actually a shortcut. Just thought I'd tell you. The other way is it's called procrastination. It just doesn't happen. So it is 5 o'clock and I'm going to head out of here. So 1 hour from now, look for Heidi Love to be coming through with Recovery Talk. And then at 7:30, you're going to see Scott Thomas. And then on Sunday, please do not forget, we have a very, very special event with Josie Herndon Recovery View, and TJ Woodward from Conscious Recovery is his guest. And on May 11th, TJ Woodward with Marianne Williamson. Marianne Williamson. So, and that is Course in Miracles. That's a Course in Miracles. It took me a second to remember that. And then don't forget, there's also Karen Palmer. Karen Palmer was on earlier today. If you missed that, jump back and see it. So was I. And giving is great unconditionally. That is right. That is right. God bless you guys. I love you. I love you. Trygratitude.com. make a difference in your life today because you can do it.